Hey guys, what's up? And in this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a custom character in Roblox. Now, I've made a couple videos on this before, and I just thought I'd remake it because some of them are kind of complicated and you guys have a lot of questions. And yeah, so we're going to start off by making the very simple character, because I'm obviously a professional at that, as we all know. Let me set this to 1. Okay. So, like I said 2 seconds ago, I'm a professional, so we're just going to quickly build up this animation. Now, I'm making an R6 because they're easier and way easier to program. So yeah, it doesn't matter how many parts you have because it's all custom to whatever you want it to be. So I'm going to make a really quick one. And then, yeah, so we're just going to take these. Didn't I duplicate that? Oh yeah. That's weird. I've never seen it do that before. Okay. So I'm just going to put it there, and then grab one of these. Drag it out, up, and boom. Okay, now we see a head, which is easy. We just do that. Scale, shift. Nope, sorry. Not shift. Control. And yeah, so this is our little character, dude. Except for these. Yeah, we're good. Actually, let's make it a little lower. And then we'll just scale it down to the point. So this is our little character, dude. This is what we're going to use for our character, which I've already said about 20 times. So yeah, we're just going to copy this and we're going to rename it humanoid root part. So humanoid root part. I have it scripted for a while, so I might get a little lost. Make sure nothing's can collide, and make sure that your humanoid root part is make sure your humanoid root parts can collides off and it's transparent so you can't see it. Make sure everything else is not anchored because you don't want to anchor your buddy here. So we just need to rename everything, so we have that, and then we also have the other one, so we're just going to rename it, which I'm pretty sure F2 is how you rename. Didn't work. Cool. So torso. We're just going to go by arms now, so we're just going to have one arm, obviously. So it's going to be called, let's see, left arm. Then you can obviously customize these to whatever you want. Right arm. And then, of course, right hand. Right hand. And then left hand. And then right leg. You can make this as complicated as you want, but I don't have to do that. Okay, left foot. Okay, left foot, right foot. And then we should have a head left, and then we should be done with that. So obviously, that's done. So we go here. I'm going to put it inside of a folder first, and then we'll put it inside of a model later. So it doesn't really matter, so just put it into the folder. Then we're going to add a humanoid. And yeah, so it's going to automatically give it a name. We're going to customize the height of the name. Make sure you have it on R6, because like I said earlier, it's really easy to code if you have it R6. There should be a, yeah, display name. There should be an offset for the display name. Yeah, right here. Nope, that's not right. That's how far you can see. Yeah, I don't see it. I know it's here somebody, but I don't know. So yeah, if you guys can find it, you can offset it up to here. But yeah, I can't find it. So that's fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to home. Let me publish really quick. Okay, so we're just going to go back to home, game settings, We're going to go down to avatar, and we got R6. So we're going to save, yes. Okay, we're going to quickly play the game. Everything here is going to fall, it's fine. We're just going to go get the animation script from the player. So we're here, everything fell, that's perfectly fine. Go to workspace, yourself, go to animate, copy animate, and we're going to leave, and we're going to paste. So Control-Shift-V. So we're going to open up animate. We're going to remove everything here from from neck to torso. So we have this. So we have the humanoid and we have torso. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, after we have this script, we need to make the animation really quick. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add a model. Okay, we're just going to take everything we have here, just like last time, and we're going to put it into the model. So now we might be able to change the display height. No, I still don't see it. That's really weird. Okay, so we have this. And we also have a which says we put it in the humanoid. It adds this weird round thing to it. Go to torso, go to add, and then do mesh. Block mesh. Okay, so now we're back to normal. And yeah, so now that we have the animation script, we want to go make an animation really quick that way we're not lost. So there's a link in the description to the plugin you need to get, which is Rig Edit right here. And yeah, so we're just gonna make joints. So the first joint we need is humanoid root part to torso, like normal. Leave it there. Then we need torso to right arm. If we're going to make a thing, we're also going to put it up here. That way the rotational point of the arm is right there. Same thing to here, so torso to the right arm. Nope, sorry, the left arm. I have this in the wrong spot. Left food. Okay, I meant foot. That's weird. I didn't know I did that. So we just go to left arm. I need to switch this around because I'm getting really confused. Okay, now we're good. Okay, let me change these around. It should be foot. I don't know how I got D out of that. Must be hungry or something. Because D is on like the other side of the keyboard. Okay, so now we have the arms to torso. Now we need to do the legs, so torso to leg, create. We're just going to have it up here. Torso to left leg. I have it at the same spot, or same height. Okay, now we're going to do torso to head. Create and go down. Okay, and then we're going to have the legs to foot, so that to right foot. Have the rotational points, which you can change here to 0.5, since it's in a weird spot. Might as well have it on 0.5 for everything else. So then we need the right leg to right foot. So then go up 0.5. And then we need the right arm to right hand, which again, same thing, and right arm, or left arm, sorry, to left hand, and up. So, heads rigged, everything's rigged. So yeah, we're done rigging for now. We just need to move everything to torso. Not the actual items, but like, it's really easy to code it if we just have all of the motor 6Ds into the torso. I know it's confusing, but it'll make sense when we code, and I'll explain to you why we do that. And yeah, so now we can go into Rig Editor, Animation Editor. And I'm just going to make a quick animation, and it's going to be a speed thing, and yeah, so I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so that's the animation. I know, it's kind of funny, but it works. So we're just going to stop that. We're going to go to the three dots. We're going to go save. No, sorry, we're going to go export. And we're just going to name it whatever. So obviously we're going to call it test. Doesn't really matter what you call it. Okay. Creator me, and it's doing the same glitch that the other thing does. So that's nice. Let's just overwrite it. I don't care. Submit. Running. Okay. Get the code. Which. Okay. We're going to close. Now that we have that, we're just going to close the animation editor. Okay. Now we're going to animate. We're going to go to run, and it's going to be this. So we're actually going to copy this line right here, right where the parentheses are. Copy where it says run.x, blah blah blah. Go here. Copy this. Change this. Delete this. That way it doesn't get confusing. And this needs to be tapped over. Okay, so this part. This is where it gets confusing. So we're going to go to local, and we're just going to name it whatever it's called. So we have, let's start with the leg, or head, I guess. The local head is equal to torso. Okay, torso, colon, find, first child. Are we doing this for the same, all of them? Oops, you don't do that. So find first child. And then we're just going to call it the head, because that's where it is. So what it's looking for is not looking for the actual head, it's looking for the animation. And like I said earlier, we're going to put everything in torso, which will be easier. So we're just going to copy this line of code. We're just going to change it a little bit. So we're going to do left arm. Okay. So do left arm. Left arm. So we're just going to do this for every single one of them, and it'll make more sense. So obviously, if you do left arm, you're going to do left foot or left hand. Doesn't really matter when you do this. So okay, and then we're just going to do left leg, left leg. Now you want to name them exactly what you named them before. That way you don't have to go. You can rename all of these. It doesn't really matter. And then just reference it to, like, this would always have to be the same because it's looking inside of the animation screen. If you named this before, if you rename all of these before you animate it, then you don't have, you just put the same name you have here. If you did it after you, okay. If you change the name before you animate, right? These names will be the exact same as what these are called. If you do it after, they're going to have to be called what you named them when you animated them. If that makes any sense. In other words, it'll all be broken and yeah. So, left leg, left hand, left arm, left foot. And then left foot. So, we're just going to copy all the lefts, and we're going to do right. So, right. Which you can copy and paste, which is so much easier. Actually do it right. So we're just going to copy this, B. So a lot of people ask me how to do certain things in Roblox Studio. So let me explain. So if you wanted to get like head and then like this and then lower, right? You'd probably wonder how you do that. So you know how you can click head and you can shift click and go down and it'll click all of them. Okay, well, if you want to click a certain amount, you click head, you can go to wherever you want, and then you have to control click on a different area. It won't fill those ones in, but you can get that one, and then you can shift click anywhere. So you get as many as you want, like that. Okay, so I just had to get that over with because a lot of people ask me how I do that, so I had to explain it. Okay, so we have the torso, we have the head, we have the arms, and we have the humanoid. And then I think that's it, the arms, the feet, and the leg, right? Is that all we have in this thing? So I'm not sure if this actually does anything, but we're just going to copy the code, and we're going to go into the animate. And we're going to run slash walk. We actually want to make that the walk. Can I make it run? Yeah, I made it run. I don't know what the difference is between walk and run. I've never had it do anything. But yeah, so we're just going to do that. Go to walk, go here, animation, go to animation, copy this, paste, and same thing with run. So boom, boom, copy just the numbers so you can get rid of them and paste yours. So that should be good. Okay. So we have all the items in, and we have them in torso because that's the easiest way you're going to find it. This is actually wrong, which is why I look. So that would have failed. We would have had to look to where it's all at. So torso, we actually don't have one for humanoid root parts, so that makes sense of why there is none, because there's no such thing. Okay, so if we test this, it should work. If it doesn't work, then I guess we're going to be here trying to figure out why it's not working, which would be great. So we actually, I'm retarded. I didn't put it to where you're the character. So the easiest way to do that, obviously you can see it didn't fall, and it's still not, nothing is anchored. So we're going to call it started player. I think it's started player or started character. We'll figure it out. Yeah, you put it in started player, you call it started character. So character. So that should work if we join in. We should join in as a character. And when we run slash walk, we should be our dude. So obviously the camera's a little off and the walk animation is not working. Now, that's probably due to the humanoid root part. So when you, or the height. So when you go into it, you need to go to humanoid, and then you have a, where is it at? There's a hip height. So change this until you're not 20 feet in the air. So the higher you go, the more you'll have. As you can see, we're walking, change it to 13. We're still off the ground, 11, 12. Okay, we're good at 11, I think. Yeah, so 11, we're good. So I'm going to figure out, we need to copy this right now, and then we need to go to the humanoid of the starter player and hip height and set that. So I will be right back, and I need to go figure out why it's not working. Okay guys, I figured out why it's not working. I'm funny. I never set the primary part, so you guys set the primary part to the humanoid root part, and it should work this time. Not 100%, but it should. Don't forget that. It'll be really confusing. Okay, so it seems to not be working again, but at least it shouldn't be throwing an error. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I figured it out. So I forgot, you did not put a script inside starter character player, you actually put it inside starter character scripts. So I know I'm messing up a lot. This is just how Roblox works. Get used to going to output. It'll mainly tell you what's wrong. Like it said, they can't find shoulder, so at that point I knew the animation script wasn't actually in the player yet, because there's no such thing as a shoulder there. So yeah, animate script goes into character, this goes here, name it started character. Okay, now it should work. It should have worked 3 times ago if we actually set that like we're supposed to, but I forgot. So yeah, I'm going to leave up. As you can see, the head moved, and we have our walking animation. That's good because it's working. So that's one step ahead of what we had earlier. So if you guys like the video, you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, because that would help, because this took a really long time to make, not only in actually recording, but obviously remembering how to do this, because I haven't done this in forever. I've messed up a little bit, but that's kind of normal. And yeah, so I'm going to quickly show you guys how to do the animation part. So let's say you want to make a walk animation. The first thing you would do is you would make it so that way the arm's out, like I did here in this speed thing. So I will open up the animation so I guys can show you how that works, because some people don't understand that, and it took me a really long time to figure this out. But after you figure it out, it's really easy. So the way you start a loop animation is you start it halfway through. You don't start it here. If you start it here, it'll look stupid, because every time it turns on, it'll start like this, and you don't want that. So you want to start midway through the animation. So as you can see, it starts like this. Okay, it starts out, and then it goes in, and then out the other way, and then in, and then out to where we started. If you're making a looping thing, remember, this and the end one has to be the same, or it'll look really bad. I'll show you what that looks like. it'll look really broken, like this. Some of their animations look like this, and that's just because they don't copy this one and go over to the equivalent number, which for me is 24, and you do that, and it's really simple. Now it loops perfectly, and it doesn't look like crap. So yeah, that's how the animation part works. I forgot to add that in, obviously, yay. So yeah, guys, if you guys liked the video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next one. See ya.